Good morning, kids. I am some guy bumbling around the streets of Olympia, Washington because I have a bunch of bills to pay today and errands to run, and that's pretty boring. So I'm basically wasting time and procrastinating before I have to do all the boring stuff today. But to make our morning a little more interesting, I'm gonna show you something cool, okay? Okay, so give this video a thumbs up if you are a fan of the band Nirvana. We are walking past the state lottery building, and across the street there is the Pear Street house. Just have a good look. This is where Kurt Cobain lived. The longest and most interesting part of their career, he lived in this house. Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl shot BB guns at these windows for fun. I don't really get it why so many Nirvana fans are so hell-bent on seeing his Seattle home. What, just because he committed suicide there? I mean, we're now into, like, you know, there's second, third generation fans, kids. That wasn't where he lived most of the Nirvana career. I mean, he only spent the last part of his life there, and that's when he was all pumped up with heroin. You know, it wasn't really the Kurt that we admire that created Nirvana. I mean, that was the end of his life. It was just a short period that he lived in that house, and it wasn't really his natural lifestyle anyway. Where it all happened was the Pear Street house that I just showed you. I mean, that's where it all happened. That was, you know, he lived there at the beginning of his Nirvana career, all the way till just after recording Nevermind. I mean, he moved in with Tracy there. He wrote all the songs, most of the songs for Bleach in that house. He lived in that house through the whole Bleach era. Many of the songs on Nevermind and even the In Utero songs were written while he lived there. Dave Grohl lived with him in that house for a short time in the winter of '91, and they would shoot BB guns at the windows of the Lotto building across the street. I mean, that's the house to see. I mean, that has so much more history than the Seattle house. And the other thing about the Pear Street house is that the reason he moved out of that house was not by his own choice. It was because he was evicted. He had gone off to record Nevermind in May of '91, and he was behind on the rent. Well, he comes back from recording Nevermind and finds his stuff, you know, out on the street. I mean, he was evicted So, and then he was living in his car for a while, had no address, and he had just finished recording the album that was going to make him a multi-millionaire and change rock history. I mean, it doesn't get any more interesting than that. One of the things I find so inspiring is that he was an ordinary guy with emotional problems, with insecurities that we can all relate to. He was even extremely lazy. But when it came to music, he was not lazy. He had a dream and he worked hard for his dream and he followed it. And he accomplished his dream because he stuck with it. And I find that inspiring that you know, a guy with, you know, all these problems and insecurities, but look who he became, because he followed his dream. I mean, this wasn't just, you know, a guy who was a socialite and popular and had everything easy and cool. He was cool. It wasn't like that at all. You know, there's a saying I really love. It goes like this: the last shall become first and the first shall become last. And I think it really applies with you know, Kurt Cobain. I have one more cool place I want to show you. You're gonna like this. Come on, let's go. Do 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 do. Oh look, it's a building with a big fucking heart on. So what I wanted to show you is the building behind me. It used to be the North Shore Surf Club. I really don't know what it is now. I don't know when they closed down, but over 2 decades ago, two of my favorite bands, Nirvana and the Melvins, rocked this joint. Now you wouldn't know that there were dirty Converse and guitars and Dale Crover's heavy hitting drums rocking that joint down. I don't know what they sell now or what the place is turned into. I think they sell shit that women buy. But anyway, that's my little tour. I gotta get my shit in gear now because I have boring shit I gotta do today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll post links to live shows that Nirvana and the Melvins played right back there over 2 decades ago. Alright, peace out.